Goat Productions.
Who needs a sequel or two? Comic books, streaming shows every week. Pop culture's language, everybody speaks. If we disagree, that's perfectly fine. Different opinions make a better time. So grab a seat and stay a while. We're here for laughs that'll make you smile. Doc, hey! Doc, hey! K Farr, hey! K Farr, hey! Who's got the cookies? K Farr! Who's got the milk? Doc! Cookies and milk! Everybody stop your feet, laugh together every week. Good friends make the show complete. Cookies and milk! Come on, everybody sing. Grab a cookie, grab your milk. Let's talk about everything. K Farr's raiding pantry shelves. Ducks behind the bar. Welcome to Cookies and Milk.
Welcome to the show. Now here's Doc and K Farr.
And good evening, everybody. K Farr, how you doing, sir?
I'm terrific. I am tired, but terrific.
Yep. Oh yeah, this has been kind of a little bit hectic day for myself as well. Kind of busy at work, plus very, very busy YouTube stuff going on. We had Amanda. So I guess it's official that she is engaged to Christopher Ruff. Going live on DirectD's channel. And of course, Boot went live today too. So that's
I'm so out of the loop.
Yeah. Well, I think the big news about DirectD is they did not lower his bond, his bail. So that's so they're still working on that.
Kind of not shocked, honestly.
Yeah, with I think it didn't help that he had the other two warrants.
Yeah, I think the warrants are hindering him because, hey, if you show that you don't have the ability or want to show up, maybe they're not going to let you out. But hey, what do I know?
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, and that does not mean that the courts see him guilty. It just means that the state presented to the 5 warrants. I thought we had 5 total warrants.
Dear Lord.
Okay. Yeah, I did not. I thought it was 2, but okay.
The plot thickens.
Yeah, the plot thickens. I would just say this: that without him, he probably would have had a lower bond. Almerica. Thank you, Candace. Candace is keeping us informed. I will just say this: my official stand on it is I don't want anyone to go to jail or prison for something they did not do. That's the way I see it. I think most people would agree with me. So, and your take, K Farr?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just here. At this point. This is one of the few times in my YouTube history where I'm not involved in any drama, and I'm totally okay with that.
That's
the drama. Yeah, the drama went on today, and I was on the internet for like a combined 20 minutes today. Nothing to do with it.
Well, then that's good. That is a good thing. Sometimes that's what the only thing you can do is just kind of step back and get away from it. Oh, okay. So, Game of Thrones.
Good old Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. Did you like the title?
I enjoyed the title. I feel like you had to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of a little bit of a little dig there, but not such a blatant dig that it might turn someone off from watching the stream that doesn't really know anything about Game of Thrones. But if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. It's one of those things where apparently something not cool happened in this episode that came out yesterday. I chose to watch a bootleg copy of the new Spider-Man movie, which was pretty solid.
Okay.
So I didn't get to watch the new episode of House of the Dragon, but something happened that was gross. But I don't want to play spoiler here, but earlier, I don't even know if it was this season, one of the sons had like a sex dream about the mom, and it's just like, "Ugh, I don't know if it can be worse than that. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't know if it can be worse than that."
What's worse is what we've had learned about certain individual that was actually trying to help another YouTuber out. I'm just not going to say names.
Oh shit, I don't even know what you're talking about. What are we talking about?
You don't? Are you trying to get me to say it? Are you trying to?
No,
Are
I
you
literally,
trying-
I don't think I know what you're talking about. I'm that far out of the loop.
Mr. D. Garrett?
Oh shit. Yeah, yeah, that's some that guy.
Yeah.
Broke
that
bread
guy.
with Chris and Todd. That's still strange to me. It's so strange.
Okay.
The Killa Militia. Whoever the
Yes.
Killa Militia is, that is a solid icon for you.
Yeah. That is.
Doc,
Yeah.
Can we turn on some background music, Doc, by chance? Do you got something up your
Yeah.
sleeve for background music?
I do have something I can play for background music. I do. And I will actually try to find something that might. I'll start with this, but I'll try to find something. Oh, wait.
Ed, you said you haven't gotten a House of Dragons. Warn me, I haven't seen it yet. So I know that you follow me on basically every channel because why wouldn't you? Great content, but in the grand scheme of Game of Thrones shows, the original show is my favorite. Night of the Seven Kingdoms is my second, and then House of the Dragon is my third. And that's because I like the story, I like the acting. In the first one, kind of got, maybe I just have a like PTSD from dragons, because once dragons were like a bigger part of the show, it started sucking. So maybe, and then when the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, it's like, wait, there's no dragons? I loved every single episode.
Seven. I tell you, what I like about that one, it was kind of a little bit more lighthearted. It's still, you still had the knights fighting the whole 9 yards, but that little kid that played Egg, he took the show.
Because he
really
seems weird in real life. You know what I mean? So it's just like they took a weirder kid and were just like, hey man, like shave your head and just keep doing you.
Yeah, right. And it worked. It worked really well. And I love that. I just love that series. Like I said, it was the type of series you can actually sit down with kids and watch. Whereas you couldn't do that as much with Game of Thrones or a House of Dragons.
Which is Hitman, yeah, PTSD from dragons. I just how to explain this? It's like once just naturally by the way the TV show was going, once dragons got introduced in a bigger role, that just happened to coincide with when the showrunners were just trying to finish the series so they could go do something else. So once dragons showed up, the show started sucking. So in my head, anytime a dragon appears, it means it's going to suck.
Right. Yeah, I would say that. I would say that the Game of Thrones scene where the dragon showed up at that big battle, and that I just kind of thought the A-10s.
Yeah. So they're making an Aegon's Conquest movie, apparently.
Okay.
Which I am excited for and not excited for at the same time because, again, dragons.
Right.
And it's only going to be just based off of everything, an hour and a half, 2-hour movie to explain basically the founding of the Targaryen dynasty in Westeros. So it's going to be like, are you really going to be able to fit all that in 2 hours?
That I was about ready to say, yeah, that needs to be a series. That at least one season, maybe 2 season a series, because that was a war. I mean,
yeah. Well, my thing is, how to explain this? Dr. Feel Good Apocalypse nerds, 1000% nerds, which is going to be even nerdier for what I'm about to say. People in the chat have you ever watched the Lord of the Rings movies? Which movies are better, the regular edition or the extended edition? The extended editions are way better, to the point where those are the only ones I watch anymore. And I'm terrified that we're going to get a watered down, cutting characters, cutting battles, yada, yada.
Yes. And that's true, especially with an hour and a half movie. You're not going to get.
It's not going to be because they want to cut it. It's going to get cut because it has to get cut for time like purposes.
It's kind of like, I mean, if you think about it, just kind of this past summer, May, we had The Mandalorian and Grogu. And we're talking about a movie that came from 3 seasons of a TV series. And I thought it was fun. It was an enjoyable movie, but it would have been better as a series because it was very obvious that there was like 3 stories going on.
Yeah, would it have been a better movie or a better 3 more seasons of the show?
Or if not 3 more seasons, at least 1 season where you got like the first 2 or 3 episodes. This is the major conflict they're dealing with. Next 2 or 3 episodes, here's the next major part, and then the last 2 episodes, here's the final. And it would have been more details, a lot more enjoyable. You get to maybe see some of your favorite characters that you hadn't seen for a while.
Hitman, yeah, I did. Long story short, I grew up in a nerdy household. My mother was force feeding me Star Wars movies since I could walk. I got gifted the Lord of the Rings. I think I got gifted the trilogy box set books as like an 8 or 9-year-old. So that's like the earliest books outside of like the Bible that had any like substance to it that I read. So I've been a nerd for as long as, I've been alive.
I understand why you joined the Navy. Was you were hoping to be steering the Star Destroyer?
No. No. Funny story. Never mind. I'm not going to go into that funny story.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe at some point.
So we kind of need to go into rules a little bit for the show, kind of like similar to booze and body cams. You donate anything to the show, to this show, or to K Farr. Well, you're not monetized yet, right? We gotta get those hours.
I'm not.
Up. Yes.
I think I'm like 500-ish hours away from being monetized.
So go over there, watch it over here, and then go over there and watch it over there too. Get double take of it. So let's get his hours up. But you give us any amount of money, we'll take a cookie. Give us some $20 or more, and we'll have some milk. Now, we did some ratings on Friday night. What cookies did you find over in the pantry at KTZed's house?
Oh my Lord! So you know how last time I had those frosted Mother's cookies, right?
Yes.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I found something kind of like that,
right,
from the Mother's Cookie Company. It's mythical creatures, and it's mermaids, krakens, unicorns. And instead of sprinkles, it's like glitter sprinkles, except for they're strawberry cookies and they're gross.
Okay. Well, I found the Oreos. So got some Oreos mega stuff with me. And then, of course, I went raiding the certain cabinet for the milk. And I found the milk from Scotland that I'm going to probably be using for tonight's $20 plus contributions. What milk did you find?
CVN 65. That's what I wasn't going to talk about. I was parked next to CVN 65, the USS Enterprise.
Oh, that's on the way to Mobile.
It was no. I was like literally, my aircraft carrier was moored in Norfolk directly next to it, and it was, so it's been out of service since 2012. I joined in 2012, so it was moored next to my ship, and it was a fire sale over there. We were stealing everything off that ship to plug into the Eisenhower to make it functional.
Ah, yes, I see what you're saying there. Yep. And that happens a lot. I mean, I know, when I was in the National Guard, if a tank went down, they left at least one person in that tank crew to guard the tank, so no other unit would steal parts off that tank. And when I say steal parts, they would bring the broken part that they're replacing and take the good part off the tank.
Yes.
So yeah, there was a lot of that going on where if your tank went down, the mechanics would just borrow parts from your unit, would borrow the parts from the tank, bring it over to the tank that needs the part. That way, instead of having 3 or 4 or 5 tanks down, you would have just one, just waiting for parts for it to replace. So it works. Amazing, that's kind of the Army mentality. If you have a vehicle that's 100% good, you guard it with your life, because it's almost guaranteed someone's going to take a part off of it and use it on theirs.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like, we were just trying to keep that thing fucking moving. So, Doc, when's the first time you watched the show or read the books?
Game of Thrones. So it was shortly after the first season had played and the DVDs came out. I did not have HBO at the time. And Hitman. I'm going to match Doc shot for shot. So we got $20. And George Transparency, you've been told not to come into my chats. Just saying. All right. So, Hitman's going to say he's going to match me shot for shot. So, he gets, thank you, sir, for the $20. And, of course, and this.
Thank you for the super chat. It is time for milk. Drink, you dorks.
All right, and we'll do just that. We are going to drink.
Yeah, this is another Navy story, bringing it back to the Navy.
Yeah.
One of my friends was a super nerd, and his wife on deployment at the time, we all had laptops, we all had hard drives, yada, yada. His wife would send him just flash drive after flash drive after hard drive of everything we've been missing, movie-wise, TV show-wise. And once he got them, basically he would hand them out. We would all download it on ours and give it back. So basically everybody would have like hundreds of movies. And one of the things was Game of Thrones season 1.
Yes.
So on deployment, I watched Game of Thrones season 1. And ever since then, I'm just like, okay, you got me.
Season 1 definitely captured us. I bought the DVD, brought it home. I was actually at my sister's in South Carolina at the time, and came home and we watched it. And it's like, and I think it was right before season 2 came out, so we were excited for season 2. Of course, I was already excited for season 2, so that's when I started getting the audiobooks, and of course got book 2 before season 2 came out, and learned about the Red Wedding, which I was disappointed how they did Red Wedding in season 2.
Oh, I'm disappointed how they lined up the books with the show in general.
Oh yeah,
where somehow they managed to do 2 books in one season. It's just like, are y'all trying to make this suck? Because it seems like you're trying to make this suck.
Right. Oh yeah. Exactly. That's how I felt too.
Yeah, which leads me into what I'm probably going to be talking about this entire time, of all the characters they left out and all like the storylines they left out of the show that are like way bigger deals in the books. And I don't know how they can sleep at night, if you will, of what they did and who they left out.
Oh, okay. So Dove told me I need to thank K Farr because Ed did sub. And Dove's yelling at me. I didn't see Ed, so I kind of, okay, there you go. Just sub. Tell K Farr thank you, and I will, Ed. I missed that, so I'm sorry. I got yelled back by Dub. Dub yells at me when I misbehave. Do you have a mods that tend to keep you in line?
I don't even know if I have any mods over on this channel. I think it's just me.
Oh,
It's only like, I think this is my 5th live stream. I'm so confused about this guy. So
which one?
confused about this guy.
The one that just chatted. That's Georgia Transparency's other account. He doesn't realize that we're broadcasting on both channels at one time, and I can see chats on both sides. And quite frankly, he's been told to quit harassing me, and him coming over here is a harassment towards me. And quite frankly, now I'm going to have to start having some conversations offline with some people.
Oh yeah, I got a whole folder filled with shit this guy's said and done.
Yeah,
really fancy.
Yes. That's just saying that.
I'm not interested. Not interested at all.
Yeah, and the focus now is Game of Thrones. If you can have a decent conversation about what the focus is, I'll be cool with you, Russell. But see, Russell, you don't have a decent conversation with people. You're disrespectful to people. You're disgusting to me. That's why I don't want you around. Just saying, that's my opinion of you. Someone else might not share that opinion, but that's my opinion. So, you do you, boo. All right, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Oh, I just had to get up. But no, yeah, the show disappointed me simply because it's one of those times where if you read the books, same thing like we were talking about earlier with Lord of the Rings, if you read the books and then watched the movie, you were like, oh, they didn't talk about this. Oh, this detail wasn't added. That's how I felt when watching the Game of Thrones series.
Yeah, I think she's over on your side, but Jim Crown says mod her. Yeah, she's a good mod. She's a good mod. She'll
figure out how to do that on my phone.
Try and do it on your phone. Okay.
Yeah, I've got pages and pages and pages of random things they didn't add in the show that I think they should have.
And Jim Crown, if K Farr can get you modded over there, kind of hang out more on that side because I do have Dub over here, so that'd be awesome.
Hang out where you want. If you see something crazy, just jump over. It ain't nothing.
Yeah, just jump over it. Yeah. I mean, like I said, both are good mods.
It's not exactly like my channel's huge and the comments are just a flowing.
No, but sometimes it's just okay. All right, so you're over at K Farr's side now.
It is done.
All right, cool.
Yeah, like I said, I've only streamed a couple of times, and I don't even remember the 2, 4, 3 of them were game playthroughs where I was playing a game and then randomly stopped. I was going to keep going with the last one that I did, but in my infinite wisdom, I was clearing space and happened to delete that playthrough. And I'm just like, that's frustrating. Nothing beats playing for like an hour and a half, only to delete everything you just did for the hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's very true. There are very few movies that's as good as the books. And I'm going to tell you, part of it is good and simple. Probably the first book that I read that actually became a movie. In other words, something that I kind of related more and more I can remember. I'm sure I've seen other movies that were books before. But one that I really noted that I was looking forward to watching was The Hunt for the Red October. Now, I wasn't disappointed in the movie. I think Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin did a pretty darn good job with that movie. But if you read the book before you watched the movie, there were key points in that novel that was not in the movie. And really, at the end of the day, it's because you can't, in order to do the novel where it's covering more, you almost have to do a mini series.
Yeah, where you're trying to squish. And like you described, that's the problem with almost every book that's ever been turned into a movie. You're trying to squish 300 to 600 pages into an hour and a half.
Right.
Or like take Game of Thrones. They're trying to squish Aegon's Conquest into an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just so much fucking, even just with the book, there's so much just outside lore about that maybe isn't written about in that book, that they're probably just going to say, nah.
Oh, right, exactly. It's just so much, and there's just yes, the writers and the producers and the directors that they'll get together and say, yeah, that part of the novel we don't need it, but we definitely need this part, and we definitely need this character, and we probably need a combination of these three characters. So let's merge them all in one. Yeah,
I was gonna literally talk about that when it comes to Game of Thrones, how they literally just started. If they couldn't get, let's take the Tyrell sons,
right,
where there's 3 sons and a daughter, but the show just kind of merged aspects of all 3 sons into one son.
Then we had the. So now you only cast one person. You probably get the traits of the 3 sons that you needed for that one character into that one character.
I hated Game of Thrones when they killed off Jason Momoa. Game of Thrones has been in your doghouse for a decade.
Yeah, I'm going to just say this. Jason Momoa, I remember when he was on
Stargate Atlantis.
Stargate Atlantis, yeah.
Like I told you, I'm a nerd. I grew up with Stargate SG-1 and then the Stargate original movie.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm now forcing my children to watch it.
Exactly. And Stargate 1 was a darn good series. Movie was good, but I thought they did a darn good job with the series. I was stubborn about watching the series because I said, oh, they messed up. I bet you they messed it up. They messed it up. They messed it up. Finally, I decided to watch it, and I'm like, what the hell did I not watch this thing when it was first coming out? So, well, I will say the first 4 to 5 seasons, when there was a novel associated to the season, were good seasons. But we got complaints about those seasons because, there's key points that were missed in the.
So I think in their haste to, I'm trying to word this correctly so I don't talk out of my ass and get clipped, because even though this channel's very small, I still somehow get clipped from this channel.
Oh yes,
it seems like in their haste to try to get to where they were going and minimize how many stories or characters they were using or telling, it came to the end of like season 6. And then it's like, oh, damn, I wish we would have done this at the beginning or would have set up this character because now we would have them now. And once they kind of got away from the books, it just kind of went off the rails in terms of like characters and stories. Because there's a million like northern stories that they could have gone down and, talked about. There's a bunch of stories from like Dorne that they could have talked about that they just never did.
No, and let's face it, the last season felt rushed.
Oh,
it was that was 2 seasons in one. In my mind, you had the battle with the Nightwalkers. That should have been just the 1 season, and then the actual Civil War. That should have been another season, and you could have done so much more because it was like all of a sudden, Daenerys. I know I said her name wrong, so correct me. She went cray-cray, kind of like suddenly, whereas we should have saw that cray-cray more subtle.
I watched that. I tell you guys all the time, like on my normal channel, like I watch almost exclusively what YouTube tells me at this point through shorts. And that was literally one of the last clips that I just watched earlier today was when What's-Her-Nuts got her head chopped off by the mountain, and then her head just kind of like fell off the gates of King's Landing, and then she just goes up. I guess I'm burning this bitch down.
Yeah. Right. It's just like all of a sudden, boom, it's there. And it would have been better to see, like, in the ninth season, for example, and maybe in the end of the 8th season, where we start seeing she's getting a little wild there. She's still her character is losing. What's the word I'm looking for? Her mind. She's losing her mind, and and it shouldn't be like suddenly it's like this. No, I think it should have been subtle to a point where you almost didn't recognize it until it was too late.
Just to go down, just to piggyback on it, seemed like it went from real quick.
Yeah.
I don't like the time span. Maybe it's because I'm just nerdy about this shit. Mm-hmm. But it seems like they got from Winterfell to King's Landing in a week episode.
Right, yeah.
And it's something around I want to say it's 1,500 miles, allegedly, from King's Landing to Winterfell, which is I think I made a video about this. It would have taken half the year to go from King's Landing or to Winterfell to King's Landing. But they Star Trek that nonsense in an hour. Or when they took when they captured the White Walker and then went to King's Landing to show everybody, it's just so you're telling me you went from north of the wall to the south, back to the north, and then back south in 3 days. Crazy.
Yeah, right. And it was obvious in my mind that they just wanted the viewer to assume some passage of time. It would have been nicer if they had said after X amount of days or after X amount of months.
Not even that. Even in what was it, season 1, when they're going from Winterfell back to King's Landing, there's episodes that take place where it's or stories being told while on the road.
Right.
Where it's throw some of that in there. Maybe you spend a combined one whole episode throughout a season just telling stories while traveling. Or when Arya Stark was trying to leave Winterfell and was on the road to somewhere else. There was side quest stories taking place while they were on the road to give you that illusion of nonsense happening. But this one was just now we got a White Walker and now we're in King's Landing.
And Carmen's the helper did. I told you about this one a little bit earlier.
Oh, yeah. People are so fucking strange when it comes to me. Again, this is a situation where maybe having a larger channel is biting me in the ass, but I have almost nothing to do with any of that situation to the point where I've rarely even talked about it. I think I've covered it 1 or 2 times. But now somebody's making a sock account for my main account, trying to pretend it's me, and it's just that's weird. Yeah. And people at K Farr's making sock accounts, so I would make a duplicate of my own account with a weird cover picture.
Right.
That seems like a waste of time. I have 4 channels, and they all have my name connected to it, and literally videos of myself. Why would I need another account?
Well, I'm pretty sure Russell's still watching because, this is what he does. He watches. He's trying to catch us with stuff. And I'm going to just say that maybe concentrate more on your content and less on what other people are doing. And maybe your content would be better.
Russell, I'm not interested. I don't roll that way. Cease and desist.
Mm-hmm. And spend less time, maybe, creating sock accounts. Those that do create sock accounts. And again, focus more on your channels. Just because you don't like my opinion or K Farr's opinion on something does not mean that gives you the right to come and harass us.
toe 9 life. I'm assuming that's a sock of, or trying to be toe 4 life.
Yeah, I guess so. I thought it was toe for life for a moment. I'm like, oh gosh, I hope that we're not going to. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna snitch on myself here. My hair is getting pretty long. My hair is getting pretty long. I had to have my eldest daughter put it in a man bun today while I was working in the yard because it was just, I don't know how they did it back in the day. Like they make you look so smooth and Braveheart, but I just don't know how they did it. I threw a bag of mulch and my hair was in my face. I'm like, I don't know how these people were fighting wars like this.
Yeah, they did exactly what you see on TV. They're tying it back and that kind of thing. I mean, that's why I don't let my hair grow out too much. I mean, growing up, I apparently went for a period of time. I did have long hair.
I've been like a 3-clip on my hair since like the 6th grade, like once every 2 months. And then one day in the Navy, I just decided, I don't think I'm going to cut the top of my hair. Braids. Going to go full Viking on it. I don't think it's long enough yet. It might be long enough. I'm not going to lie.
It's getting there. I'll tell you.
Shooting for cornrows.
I tell you look rough when you take that hat off.
No joke. No joke. I'll tell you something once we're done, if either one of us can remember. But yeah, it's getting rough up there under the hat.
And Roger, it's good to see you, sir.
Dreadlocks. Oh boy.
Yeah. Even my beard, I don't like my beard getting too long. I have to trim it up every month. It gets trimmed.
I can't do the beard. I keep it how it is right now. I can't do any longer. Once it starts like touching my chest, I freak out.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. I can understand that. I used to let my beard grow, and I'm like, this is too much. You spend too much time. Yeah, Ed, you do hear a cat. My cat's sitting in my lap right now. She's still talking to me.
No, my cats have been kicked out of the office.
I tried that, but that doesn't go over too well.
My one cat thinks he's like a dog, but also thinks he's like a human, so he'll just like sit up here with me while I do things. But the girl cats are fucking psychotic. They'll randomly get the zoomies and just start jumping off the walls, and I'm just like, I have too many things in here. Can you not do that?
Yeah. Luckily, my cats do not run and jump off my stuff in the office. Now I do have them toys throughout the house that they'll play with when they get the zoomies. And Dub is absolutely right. The cats are in charge. Oh,
you've been watching Spider Noir? That's out? You kids in your free time. You kids in your free time. I have to for that Spider-Man movie, I had to bootleg it at 12 o'clock at night just to watch it.
Well, I'm going to say that is a good TV series. It's a real good series. I watched it in color. I want to go back and watch it in black and white. I think Nicolas Cage did actually very well. So it's good to see him in a different superhero role other than Ghost Rider, which, I couldn't
Which
complain
is
about
funny
Ghost Rider.
you bring up Ghost Rider because they just recast Ghost Rider for the Marvel Universe.
Okay. But
did you hear who? Ryan Gosling.
Not a big Ryan Gosling fan, but then again, I want to see what he does in the Star Wars movie he's doing. What was it? The Starfighter, whatever the title is. Which looks like.
I'm just getting frustrated with a complete rant here, guys. I'm getting annoyed by Hollywood and TV studios or movie studios. Why are we casting the same people in every single role?
I would have to agree with you on that.
Remember back in the day, I think
it's representation.
Yeah, it's just like back in the day, you would have a superhero movie, and when they're like, "Well, this person's playing the main character," and you were like, "Who?"
Right? Yeah.
I
think Brandon Roth is a good example. Brandon Roth is a good example when he played Superman in Man of Steel, I think it was.
Yeah, and then he went to play Oh my lord, what was that show on the CW?
It was the yeah,
Like
it was on
Heroes of
CW, so no
Tomorrow or
one
some
watched it.
shit.
He was Adam.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
he did a fine job in that as well, and it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, because Hollywood is a cult. Well, funny story, you may be correct. I don't want to get into Scientology.
Well, many of the people that's big in Hollywood is in Scientology. I will say that, but I will also say it's highly political too.
Hitman, why did we throw away scripts for CGI? Also, why has CGI somehow gotten worse in the last 20 years? I was like, maybe it's just like go-to for like CGI for me of examples of really, really, really good CGI was all the Transformers movies, the Pirates of the Caribbean movie where old boys' tentacles are fucking moving, and it's just like, that's great. And then somehow in 2026, we've managed to take 12 steps back in CGI.
Right. Let me just kind of add this to it. And doggone it, I don't have that. I thought I had it over here. I did not move it in here. Actually, I'll just put it on this. An example of a good, how things grown with using computers and that kind of technology. And you'll like this. I think it's not perfect. I will say that it's not perfect, but I like it. I think it came out good. It just needs some fine tuning. But let me just kind of play this.
Hey Riley, what are you up to? I'm shopping at Doc Lanew's merch store. They've got hats, t-shirt, hoodies, mugs, and that's just the beginning.
Oh, I need that shirt!
Really?
Absolutely! Swag never stays quiet long enough for me to tell everyone about the drink special.
I can fix that.
Now that was fast!
You can find all the latest merchandise Doc Lanew's merch store. Just visit doclanewmerchprintfy.me.
Come grab your favorite before swag talks over me again.
Beaky don't love me no more.
Never did, swag. Shut up, swag!
All right, shameless plug. I know.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So to piggyback on the script v CGI controversy, I just Googled it because I can. Just how much each episode, or not necessarily each episode, but the average cost for each episode of House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, and A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Holy crap, first off. But House of the Dragon, bunch of dragons, extra CGI, $20 million per episode. And A Night of the Seven Kingdom cost $6 to $10 million per episode. And I think that A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is arguably better than House of the Dragon.
I would agree with you on that. It's kind of hard for me to get into the House of Dragons really good. I mean, I started the House of Dragons, got maybe 5 episodes in back when it was coming out, and like, yeah, this is a little long-winded now, but I started over and got to episode 10, and now it's getting interesting. Now you're just getting to see, okay, if things are heading the way I think it's going to head, because I haven't seen seasons 2 or 3 yet, we're going to probably see a civil war.
It's funny you say that because I watched all of season 1 and then went and didn't even watch season 2 and then just jumped into season 3 because I caught the footnotes from season 2.
Right. That's a good question, Ed. Why is this budget on costumes?
Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
I'm going to tell you, the suits of armor that we're wearing, I mean, that costs a lot of money in the thumbnail, just for us to rent it out for long enough.
Was a pretty penny.
Yeah, it was a
we
pretty
had to
penny,
drink lots of alcohol to afford that. Lots of $20 super chats to afford those suits of armor.
Yeah, thank you, Candace. I appreciate that. She sent me a photo. I think I know what the photo might be of. And probably something I might show off. Maybe not tonight, but maybe tomorrow or Thursday. So yeah, Candace was one of my recent winners in the trivia Tuesday nights.
The Treaty of Peace and Friendship.
Yeah, trivia piece.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
I like that title. I know where that came from. But no, the Tuesday night trivia night, which every Tuesday night about 7:30 East Central Standard Time, we do an hour worth of trivia questions, and right now winners will get card magnets. Down the road, there might be other prizes coming. Some might be actually 3D printed from Professor Chaos. Might. That's down the road. And thank you very much, ma'am, for putting that up there. I thought I did, and I thought I had a trivia. I won't play go find the trivia promo. I thought I put a couple of my promos on this brand, but I guess I didn't. The cookies and milk brand. I need to move some over. But
oh my lord.
Yeah.
Fucking Ed asked the question a while ago, and I'm just now seeing it, so I had to Google it.
Okay.
Oh Lord, he asked. He wanted to know what the costume budget was for Game of Thrones, and it's hilarious. They skimped out. They skimped out on the wardrobes.
Really?
To the point where the Night's Watch capes,
right,
were rugs from IKEA.
Really?
So they cost $15 to $30 for rugs. They dyed them, cut them up, and made them look worn like fucking hipster jeans. But they're just fucking rugs from IKEA.
Oh wow!
So thanks for that. Now that's going to be forever in my head, Ed. Thank you.
Yeah, I would bet. I already said that. I can see that. Let me just kind of do this a little bit so we can get a bigger view of the map of Westworld.
I don't know if I sent it backstage. It was a map of Game of Thrones. I don't know if you can make it bigger. But it was you can move it around and all that shit and zoom in.
Yeah, let me see. Because I got that link open. But
yeah, you just got to scroll down a bit.
Yeah. The problem was that when I didn't want to plug in, I did not quite have in my computer yet.
Sí, señor. Sí.
Yeah. So let me add that to. Let me do that. I was just kind of a little hesitant.
What? You don't want computer aids?
Oh. Let me see if this. Let me go back into back chat and open that up real quick. Side chat. And don't get me started about the side chat, that controversy that apparently Muckster started last night. Did you hear that?
Oh Lord, what? No.
So Muckster, Coded made a comment about someone that saying something in the side chat, and Muckster being Muckster, Muckster being Muckster. Yeah, it just keeps on still telling me it wants to me open up the install this extension. Well, the extension is already installed.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. We can bypass it.
Yeah, I mean, if worst case scenario, I can always do this. Well, no, I cannot.
Maybe.
Maybe try this way. Of course not, because I've got to be different beyond the Mac. Okay. But all right. Anyways, obviously, up north is Winterfell. Way up here, somewhere in this Winterfell. Actually, it's this icon right here.
Find White Harbor, which is that giant, like a ring thing in the north.
That one right there.
Oh, I can't even. I can't even.
Here. I
Yeah.
put my cursor.
Yeah.
So that one right here. Yeah.
And then go up, and I think it's up to the left.
Yep. Right there. And of course, there's Castle Rock right there. All right. So yeah. Of course, the neck is where basically it narrows.
I feel bad. I feel bad for the neck and south in the Riverlands. I feel bad. I feel bad for anybody who lives there.
Why do you say that?
Because you're always 1 second away from a war taking place on your front lawn, whether you're involved or not.
That is so true. That is true because it seemed like they very rarely went north of the neck. Winterfell did not see conflict since the Targaryens had taken over.
Yeah, like, and it's so, well, it's because everybody frees to death and there ain't nothing around to feed nobody, but it's just like, you'd have the random Targaryen king go, I think I'm going to march on Dorne. And then they would go south, but it's just like, it's always the Riverlands,
there's a citadel.
Always
that's a citadel. Let me see if I can find Dorne in this map.
It's the giant boot at the bottom.
The giant boot. Cool. Because my cursor's way too small, of course. Well, my cursor's way too far south. But yeah, Dorne's, this is the most southern part. Yeah, right there. This part right there.
When I said boot, I wasn't joking. It's literally just a random boot down there.
Yeah, right. Kind of like Italy. So you got that random boot there, which is Dorne. Knight's Landing's here. It's just I tell you, it's amazing how much imagination that George R.R. Martin had to put together in this world.
I mean, I think one day George would stop taking his medication and was just like, holy shit, do I have this idea? That's how I feel about almost every author who wrote any type of series.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
it's kind of like
you have all of these kingdoms, and if you go to the right, Essos is right there, and they all have stories over there. And this dude has to write all this shit and keep everything he already wrote in his head for fear of getting corrected by some nerds on the internet several years later.
Yeah, like two nerds right now. That's just talking.
I was about to say that was a shot at us. That was a shot at us.
Yeah, that's a shot at us. Well, sure, chat's been busy and I hadn't been paying attention to it. I'm gonna get fussed about that with Dub probably after the show. He didn't even pay attention to the chat. That's all right. Dub keeps me aligned. But yeah. So, and then of course we got the it's north of the wall, and that's really like no man's land. Although there were people that lived up there.
Yeah, and then I'm going through. I did a video like last month, maybe. Well, obviously it'll be last month because it's only the 3rd. Yeah, that's exactly what Tolkien came to mind, where it's just like you have all of these books and all of this material that you've written, and to write more, you have had to have separated all of that in your head to where you ended, like where you ultimately wanted to go. It's crazy.
Well, let me go in a step further here. George Lucas, again, all the stories that came from his stuff.
I was just about to say George Lucas, just in George Lucas's entire works.
Yeah, but not everything came directly from him. He had influence on it, but there were a lot of authors, a lot of people involved writing different stories, like the novels before Disney took over. You know, the legends novels is what they categorize them now. There was
those
tons of
are
stuff.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of
that-
turning into now. What is it? Why am I drawing a blank on what Warhammer 40K calls their? Where they have like a new person writing a new bit of lore every month, and it's just like, who approved this? I didn't approve this. Who approved this? Because now this is like real. Who approved this?
Right. Exactly.
T-Bone. I follow a guy on, I believe it's Facebook. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but he starts every video and every short with, I'm blah, 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 and I've read all 23 Dune books, so you don't have to. And I'm just like, my man.
You know what? I think he's right, though. Dune's getting ready to be that series. It's on HBO now. You got the new movies that basically redid the Dune movie from the 80s and made it into two movies.
They've already done 2 movies. I think they're on the 3rd now, right? And then they have I saw a clip of it, but I still haven't watched it. A Dune TV show with the guy from Vikings.
Okay, yes.
What it's called.
Yes.
But that's been out for a hot minute.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Oh gosh, you know what? I was watching a little bit of that.
I want to say his name's Travis something, but I'm gonna end up fucking.
I'd see his face. I just cannot see his name. I just, I was thinking Ragnarok. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, and that's that's interesting. I did not realize, and I'm assuming you're talking about the 1970s Westworld movie, which, yeah, that's very interesting that they actually used CGI back then. So I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Name. Say what? I'm trying to find this dude's name because it's going to drive me forever crazy.
Hang on 1 second. Let's just do this. Hey Google.
Travis Fimmel. Fimmel?
Okay, Travis Fimmel. Canceled Google. Sorry, yeah. Google. I was going to ask Google, and Google would probably tell me. I was going to say, hey Google, who played in the Viking series and the new Dune series?
Yeah, it's Dune Prophecy.
The Viking
And it came out in
series features a large
2024.
cast, including Travis Fimmel, Catherine Winnick, Clive Standen, Gustav Skarsgård, Alexander Ludwig, and many others across its 6 seasons. Regarding a new Dune series, there isn't one currently in production. You may be thinking of the long-running series Doom Patrol, which stars actors like Brendan Fraser.
Okay, Google, stop.
Diane.
All right, Google, you don't need to be smarter than me.
Google, you blew it.
Yeah, I just want to know the guy that was in the Dune Prophecy. That's it. But Google is a great tool to have at your work desk because sometimes I have to help people out in the West Coast, and I see their tickets long before they come to work. So I have to tell Google to tell me when it's a certain time, so I know to call them at that time, like 8:30 their time. Or try so. But that's kind of the nature of my business.
Ed, you said that I'm way late on Ed's comment. Says that I'm assuming he's talking about Dorne is like fucked up Florida. I can see it. It's
Okay.
like sideways a bit.
A little bit.
I would call the Westerlands fucked up Florida because they're marrying and fucking their brothers and sisters and cousins and shit. But hey, we can put that on Dorne.
I mean, I mean, like I said, at what point when George R.R. Martin would come see his family, they'd start discussing his new novels he's working on?
Yeah, the main characters are brother and sister, and they have an incestuous relationship. It's when did you learn that, George?
And the sister must be sitting there going, "Oh my God, I'm leaving now, guys. Bye." And swag.
Yeah, like mom, dad, universe as a whole. This is not based off a true story.
It had to be awkward conversations. I'm going to just tell you. Imagine that dinner table conversation.
Oh, imagine being his psychiatrist. He sits down and be like, "So I have a book where brothers and sisters are getting it on having kids. And the doctor was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And then he goes, I'm rich. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Keep on talking.
Or the clip of when Theon went to go get his dad's help for Rob, and then he went turncoat, and he was being all inappropriate with his sister and didn't know it was his sister, but the sister knew it was her brother.
Yeah, okay. And I'm thinking he's talking about Cersei, the lady that played Cersei. She was also in a very, very short-lived Terminator TV series that was on Fox for like 2 seasons.
And she was the wife of, why am I drawing a blank on his name from 300? But she was the main character's wife.
Yes, in 300, yes. Yes, so very, very talented actress. Yes, I agree with you.
Cersei was hot until that hair got cut off.
Shame. Oh, okay.
Leonidas. Yes, Leonidas is the name I'm looking for.
Western Lands is supposed to be California. Okay. Wait a minute, Swag. The fact that you know Western Lands.
Nerd.
Nerd
alert.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Gerald. I'm not gonna say his name. I've cooked up a whole universe, but won't share it here because certain people would steal my ideas. Would they steal your ideas, or would they steal your ideas?
I've had several ideas about this exactly, and I've sat down, wrote a little bit, and then just went, this could get overwhelming very quickly.
It can be. Oh gosh, yes, it could.
It's like you would have to right off the bat. Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Nerd. Hey, you knew the series I was talking about.
What are you doing, Swag?
Yeah, Swag. Come on now.
Yeah, it's just I sat down and then I'm just like, do I really want to make a list of every single character with every single family tree for every single character, and then what all of those characters have done compared to the outline that I'm trying? And I'm just like, oh, I have a headache.
Speaking of outlines,
yeah,
do you want to play your video? You want to play your video? We can. So if you guys follow me on my main channel, I have occasionally used, what is it? Is it just Paint at this point? Is it Microsoft Paint still? Whatever it is, I have regularly used that to illustrate things because I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist at all. So I use Paint for things. And this just so happened that I watched some things on Facebook. I'm in a bunch of groups for a bunch of different things on Facebook. Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Warhammer 40K, Sovereign Citizens, Moors, that type of shit. And sometimes I swear people are just fucking with the algorithm just to get some attention. Because sometimes some of the things that they say are so dumb where you just have to take a step back and go, is this person dumb or too dumb to make fun of? You have to pick. And that's just, I covered 2 random things that I saw on Facebook that day or that week. Buckaroo Bonsai. Yeah, Tim H, I would say that would be your nerd card. I had an idea about a delusional psychotic war veteran who got medically retired because he became a YouTuber in his wife's basement. Seemed unbelievable, so I dropped the idea.
Yeah. Well, turns out nobody would watch it. Turns out nobody would watch it.
I don't really watch it, no. Actually, that would be a good, interesting story.
Oh my God. You know how pissed he would be if you made a character like him in situations like he's been in, but called it Steve Stevenson and gave him the opposite haircut. And instead of a big bushy beard, it was a big bushy mustache. Where it's yes, I'm talking about you, but this isn't you clearly.
It would be, but I could see a character who basically goes very, very secluded in his lifestyle and just slowly and gradually.
Yes, Dr. Feel Good Apocalypse. We could call it specifically general.
Oh, but I mean, that would be actually a very, very good thriller series or movie where a character, hangs out in the basement and doesn't really interact with people, and then just suddenly have a collapse. Oh, Swag throws another one out here. See, this is why we say Swag's is a nerd. Time bandits.
He's an undercover nerd. He covers up his, I'm such a nerd that I go to the gym every day. He's trying to cover up the fact that he's a nerd.
Well, he's what many would call a closeted nerd. And, he needs to come out of that closet and embrace the nerdom. Just embrace it, and you will be much happier in life.
I wish I could animate, because if I could animate, I would totally make that show featuring specifically General.
Well,
with his reverse mohawk, where he's got all of his hair minus the mohawk.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh, he's talking about the Kroll. The nerdum. Okay, yeah, Ed, you heard me. The nerdum. Embrace your nerdum. I assume they all went to stalls because I don't see them. Okay. All right, I'll still go ahead and start playing this.
I've never heard it from this end before.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the channel, my friend. So, God, I hate my voice. I'm going to say quick, but I don't know how long I'm going to take this. It's too fiery.
I know what exactly. I know what you're saying. I hate to re-listen to myself when I'm editing. That kind of like, I can't stand listening to me.
If you guys ever wonder how random fuck ups get in my video, it's because I adamantly refuse to listen to my own voice, so I don't double check anything that I do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. That's kind of like some of earlier videos. I just kind of refused to do the same thing, and I was criticized that my very, very first video sucked. I agreed with that 110%. It did suck. I think I got better. That's my opinion.
I got lucky. I got lucky. Like my first video, I don't know if you know who Glenn Serio is.
Oh, I know Glenn Serio. Who doesn't know Glenn Serio?
I think one of my first ever videos was Glenn. It was so fucking weird. I can't remember if it was Glenn almost getting beat up by a homeless drug addict, or Glenn getting mad because there was a female police officer on the highway asking him to get over a lane while there were cones out. So instead of going, okay, and just going, he got off the highway just to drive all the way around to get back on the highway so that he could fuck with that cop again. And I'm just like, thanks, Glenn.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that's no one that's not going to go into it too much details, but that's no one that probably needs to speak to somebody.
You haven't seen an entire Glenn video? Good for you.
Yeah, I'm about ready to say I won't go to this channel. I just won't. Just like Julie did Castro, I'm just going to not watch anything from him. I just absolutely refuse to. Dude, that was.
When's the last time I covered him? I don't even think I necessarily covered him. I think I covered like an associate or like a step away from Chili, to the point where Chili commented on my video at like 3 o'clock in the morning when he had court at 8 the next morning. I was like, don't you have somewhere to be, bro?
And Swag, that's that is a fun. That is actually one of the funniest things we've seen. That someone actually asked Russell, "Are you Glenn Serio?"
Imagine in being bigger than Glenn Serio in every way. Your channel's bigger, your viewership's bigger, you're a bigger human being, and somebody going, "Are you Glenn Serio?" That's like somebody walking up to me and going, "Are you Josh Lanto?"
Yeah, I can see it.
After that, I would just Tom in myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brought it back to Game of Thrones.
All right. Let's bring it back to the Game of Thrones.
Let's just say there are more conspiracy theory type things from Game of Thrones. And the first one is moderately, it was an easy mix-up just because there were so many. And the original poster posted something about Black Aly from House of the Dragon, basically saying she's going to play a bigger part near the end because of who she marries, Cregan Stark. Counted how many words she said so far in the show, how many times she's appeared, which thus far isn't many. So she posted that. Good, perfect. Good information to know. And then somebody in the comments was just like, yeah, she's going to play a much bigger deal because she's one of Ned Stark's. She's a descendant from, or Ned Stark's a descendant from her. Sorry about that. And I'm like, I don't think that's right. So I'm going to use Microsoft Paint to illustrate why she was wrong. So we've got Cregan Stark. Everybody knows Cregan Stark. Cregan Stark is going to be orange. Because orange is my favorite color. Getting into Cregan paint. Stark. He actually had a first wife. We're going to do purple. Her name was, I believe it's Ara Nori.
All right.
With a Skyrim soundtrack in the background.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Let me continue.
Probably butchered all of that. Ara Nori died in childbirth.
So I now realize it was sunny and 81 degrees that day that you recorded this.
Oh yeah, you know what's funny?
What's that?
That's like the middle of it. Like what is it? 6 or it's 8 o'clock at night.
It's still 81 degrees and it's sunny. Oh man.
Yeah, that's what we were dealing with a couple weeks ago. She had, let me find.
Oh my gosh, Swag is definitely showing his nerd on me. He's bringing it into the YouTube world.
Yeah,
Okay,
Swag. Game of Incest, Lanesville edition. They're so brazen, they put that shit right on Main Street, it's crazy.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Blue. Make it a little bit bigger. One boy. I almost ran out of room for
Fair
this.
enough.
And then we've got Black Aly. Allison.
You're hearing the audio on your side, right?
Say what?
I just noticed Dove saying something about not hearing hearing us. So I don't know if she's not hearing anything on the live stream, or if she's not hearing your video, or what she's not hearing. I'm just kind of trying to verify. But you can hear the video, right?
I can hear
it. I'm laughing at this because, well, it's like the only nerds know that.
Oh, it's because it's storming where Dove is.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks. I'm getting fussed at. See, I'm not realizing it's storming and I'm getting fussed at. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I guess I should have known that it was being storming. How's the goats? I hope the goats are safe.
In Blackwood. So let's just go with Alisane Blackwood. His first wife died in 128 AC. He married Black Aly in 132 AC. And we're going to use pink here. They had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 daughters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Fair enough. Then Black Aly died. And Cregan Stark, the man he was, married Lyanna Stark, who apparently was like a distant cousin. So let's just do Lyanna Stark. And they had, looks like I'm seeing 5 kids. We've got a boy, a girl, a boy. Whew, barely fitted on screen. So obviously, we're just going to pick white. White's a good color. This was his heir, the heir to Winterfell. And that was, drawing a blank on his name, I want to say Rickon Stark. Original son, heir.
So that's a good, something that Swag just put up. Only nerds know that Rick is really Theon Greyjoy. I think kind of everyone, that if you watched the series, you kind of knew who Reek was. Now, I know in the books, when they first introduced Reek, you did not know who Reek was. Because they basically didn't, yeah.
I thought Reek was Terry Moore this whole time.
I know you remember this meme, but the meme where basically it was Star Wars and Game of Thrones side by side. Luke and Leia together. I Kiss My Brother. You see Cersei and Jamie looking at him going, that's nice. Just a couple other points that, whatever Star Wars did, Game of Thrones did worse. And finally, Luke, I lost my hand, and then just an image of Theon Greyjoy with that, just that horrid, the scared look in his face. Because you know what he lost. As Reek. All right.
He's alive. He married someone, had 2 kids. Those being 2 girls. Let's get back to Rickon Stark. So he dies fighting Dorne for, I think, King Daeron, one of them. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's
He
the one
dies.
that went to Dorne that I was
Dead.
talking about earlier.
Yeah.
No boys.
Yeah. Real quick, though.
Ed, it gets way worse.
Only nerds know that the Hour of the Wolf is the best part of Fire and Blood. I did not know that. Did you know that? Did you know that, K Farr?
K Farr knew it so much that he actually made a video on it already.
Okay. All right.
And it
All right.
hasn't
So
even been in the show yet.
apparently I'm not a nerd, but K Farr and Swag is. Okay. Sorry. I had to do that. Good Lord. I hate when I move my cursor and it takes away the one I'm working with. Okay.
So thou the heir is this guy right here from Lyanna Stark. So we skipped over all of Black Alley's kids because they were all daughters. And this one's going to be Janelle Stark, probably butchered that again. Married somebody childless. So, being childless, it goes to the next one. So now we're here, and we're just gonna call it like it was. Okay, we're gonna call it like it was. Let me do another color. This daughter, I wrote it up here. And now I'm drawing a blank because I lost it in the wind. Married this one, and this one married this one, and this one is how we got Ned Stark.
Look at that
That's
beautiful
it.
work.
So Black Alley's
Beautiful.
line, kaput, has nothing to do with Ned Stark. So while I appreciate the theory, this wonderful, absolutely wonderful and detailed paint expression here, this paint graph, shows that, that's just simply not the case. And now we're going to jump back to this
Like
view
a
because I have to
young
pull up
Bob
my other
Ross.
set of notes and clear the board.
Young Bob
So
Ross.
we're going to do a new one.
That is masterpiece.
Just a happy little family tree over here.
Well, in Game of Thrones, most of the family trees were just a branch or a
Yeah, some
hole.
have less branches than others. That is sure.
That is very, very true. Oh, God. Swag, really. Only nerds get pissed when they on live. Great win, and so does it on Rod's body. Swag's having too much fun pointing out what nerds know.
Swag's drunk. He snuck into Todd's house and stole his bottle. He's drunk.
Well, no. Well, you might went into KTZed's husband's liquor cabinet and got some milk.
Stole it from Finkel.
Might have.
One. Don't save. We're going to do it in the same style as we just did. And this one is going to be Aemon Targaryen spent some time at Harrenhal during House of the Dragon. I believe he's currently right there now as of what's going on in the show. And the theory is, let me find my notes. Okay. House went. That's the theory. So he got with the house strong bastard lady. And she allegedly, at the end, when he goes off to fight his uncle, at the very end, she's pregnant. After House of the Dragon, after the Dance of Dragons, she's basically going to have this kid and saying, this is Aemon Targaryen's son. He has claim to the Iron Throne, and then magically, a little while later, House Went is started. So we are going to talk about the theory. Again, another Facebook nonsense thing. They made a post and said Ned Stark or I guess the Starks in general, are actually secret Targaryens. All of them. And again, we're going to show how. So we've got... I need this. I'm not trying to change the whole screen, so let's just do red.
See, I first read that red pills. Okay. All right. I'm just not going to go there. I'm not going to go. I don't know what he's trying to say. So.
Yes, I am also equally clueless. What are you talking about, Swag?
Yeah. Because at first I read red pills. I'm like, oh, what is he talking about?
Aemon Targaryen. I believe hers was, let's do for House Strong, I believe Alice Rivers or some shit. That's not what it is. There we go. Right there. Okay. So they have a son. Let's call him Son. So the theory is that
I wanted to say Steve, just so you guys know.
You should have said Sonio. And if you know, you know. You remember the movie that was spoof off 300? I think it was Meet the Spartans.
Yeah.
Sonio.
Well, see, that's the thing. I call every male participant in a video that needs a name, I call them Steve.
You just call him Steve. Yeah, I always call him Steve.
Yeah.
So anytime something went wrong, you don't know the name of Steve.
I saw it, and I'm just like, I can't call him Steve. I'm going to get laughed at for that.
Yeah,
so I just called him Son.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sonio wouldn't have been funny because if this person knows, they would know. Just saying. Oh, I'm sorry. Bookie said something that was very, very funny. And I'm just going, let me just say this. Are you sure they were pills and not depositories? Used depositories at that? And I think I'm probably just grossing everybody out. What do you think?
Nah, you're good. You're good. Everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Where new knights actually got Harrenhal because they helped defeat the Lostons. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. The Lostons during the reign of Maekar the First Targaryen. They are like the 7th, 8th, or 9th house to rule Harrenhal. Again, it doesn't go well for them. So they were a fairly new house. And with that, let's just let's do green for this guy. Why am I forgetting his name?
Steve.
We're going with Walter Went.
Walter Went where?
He's the guy who threw the tourney in Harrenhal, whose daughter is
Sister, not daughter.
Is
Sister.
Manissa Went, who's actually the mother. Let's do it this way again, of Catelyn Tully and her sister and Edmure, because that's just how it is. And the Targaryen thing is Catelyn married who other than Ned Stark. So let's change the color, because now that means
I just gotta say this. Swag, do not tempt us to make fun of you some more, buddy. I'm just saying, it's just don't tempt us.
Clip it.
clip it. Oh, are you still taking these stuff over here? Are you nerds? Okay, are you nerds still taking nerds?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if we're going to be fair,
Swag is outing himself as a gigantic nerd.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what she's talking about.
CyberX. I have never seen Walter Went and Walter White in the same room. So hey.
Curious. Very, very curious. Now thinking about it, that's true. I've never seen Walter Went and Walter White in the same room together. You know who else I did not see with Walter Went as well? Luke Skywalker.
True.
Oh no, Giggles. Giggles, do you know what double first cousins are?
Do I want to know what double first cousins are?
I'm kind of afraid to find out, but I think she's going to tell us either way. So we'll play. And Swag is impeccable. Okay, here we go. That's when two brothers marry two sisters from a different family. Oh, okay. So the two brothers, let's call them Steve and John. Steve Stevenson and John Stevenson marries the two sisters, Joan Johnson and Emily Johnson, just making up names. Okay. And they have kids. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I thought that was going to get
rough.
Real Lannister real quick, if you catch
Yeah. You don't see that often, but something like that can happen. I mean, I've heard literally identical twins marrying identical twins. So the guy, identical twin, marrying a girl, identical twins. Yeah, so the two twin brothers married a girl, and the identical twin girl. So biologically, if you think about it, the kids that would be cousins actually could be brother and sister biologically because they're the same chromosomes. Okay, I need to stop because my mind's getting ready to get blown here. Just saying, if that makes sense.
Now I'm trying to read things.
Yeah. But I have actually heard of that.
Giggles, I thought that was going to get weird.
Yeah.
I had to read it before I had to talk about it.
Yeah. My grandparents and great aunt and uncle were brothers that married sisters. Gotcha. All right. We're just going to say, yeah, I can see how my brain hurts too when thinking about that, because it's kind of weird. Biologically speaking, the offspring of an identical twin brothers who's married to identical twin sisters could be biologically related. That would be one of those things that if we ever came across that, I would love to, do a DNA testing on the kids and see if that theory would hold true.
all of the Stark children are now secret Targaryens. That's the theories I'm working with right now. And I feel like I'm the guy, what was it? Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they got the board with all the red string and the pictures. I feel like that's what the Game of Thrones fandom has.
So, Erica, if we doing cookies, if someone contributes anywhere from $2 to $20 or even a super sticker or whatever, we'll have a cookie.
I'm over here eating these nasty strawberry cookies.
$20 more,
make me sick.
$20 or more, we'll have a drink of our milk, in quotation marks, which we rated from Mr. Said's liquor cabinet on Friday night. I got the kind from Scotland.
Swag. Is that a Joe Dirt reference?
I'm your sister. Okay. Yeah. There's that conversation about the cousins and all that kind of stuff. She actually likes Alabama, especially by Ty Beach. Yeah. Only 18 of my chromosomes that match my sister Ann. Okay. All right. All right, swag. I'll keep playing. You see what happens when we talk about Game of Thrones? Yeah. These are the type of conversations you have with Game of Thrones.
The Game of Thrones fandom has become the crazy people seeing, pictures in the sky of what George R.R. Martin's secretly doing in the background because we've been without actual content for so long. The shows are content. Don't get me wrong. The three of them, as you know, I love Game of Thrones. I love A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I'm kind of just coming around on House of the Dragon, not going to lie. That is content. But do you know what's real content? Books written by George R.R. Martin. That's real content. And we've been without that for going on 2 decades. So it's got regular Game of Thrones people or regular A Song of Ice and Fire people. Again, they're seeing a bush and going, is this a conspiracy George wanted me to find? And it's like, nah, you're just starving for content. Just like, pipe down. But that's the video, guys. This is what I did with my Saturday. I did research for this because people just drove me crazy in the comments.
Okay. So Erica, she says she has not watched the House of Dragons. I guess she doesn't care for the House of Dragons. I consider House of Dragons a little bit rougher than I think Games of Thrones is. But Erica, I think A Night of the Seven Kingdoms you would enjoy. K Farr, what do you think?
Yeah, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is so easy to follow because you don't need to know anything. If that makes sense. Like the first.
Oh yeah. You don't need to know anything about the Game of Thrones lore, anything about this first series or the House of Dragons. Having that knowledge might be slightly helpful, but they did the show well enough where you kind of sort of knew enough. You didn't need to know the whole thing, and it's one of those. Oh, what? Okay. It's a lot easy watch show, and it's also something I think the kids could sit down and watch because it's not as violent as the others. But you gotta be aware there might be a couple adult situations here and there.
Let's say what happened with House of the Dragon last week. Do not watch with children.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with House of Dragons last week, and I guess I'll find out. So, and Swag said it would go woke midway during season 2. Season 1 was so good. Okay. He liked season 1. I like how season 1's ending, so I was kind of curious to see where season 2 goes.
I think season 1 was liked by most people for the same reason A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is liked by most people, where it was like, oh, dialogue and actual story and actual actors reading lines to each other, where Everything else is just like, look, dragon flying overhead, and everybody just looks up. And I'm just like, oh, that's a minute of my episode I'll never get back.
Yeah. And Erica also commented about the Yellowstone, which Yellowstone's a great series. I think the spinoffs are doing really well. I love the Marshall series, and Dutton Ranch. If you have seen either one of those, and let's not forget Landman, which is not a spinoff. It could easily enter in the Yellowstone world universe, and so could Tulsa King. Just saying, that's my opinions. So maybe one day we might cover Yellowstone.
Yeah,
maybe
that's another show that I didn't get into until way after the fact.
Right,
but
the first season was kind of sluggish.
Yellowstone's enjoyable. Oh, so is all the spinoffs. But it's just so weird how the spinoffs are turned out not about ranching whatsoever.
Yeah. So yeah, those were those were good shows back in the day. They were Yellowstone. First season, like I said, was a little sluggish, but it really was good introduction to the characters, and then Taylor Sheridan figured out that formula well. Yes, that's exactly Taylor Sheridan. And interesting enough, he came off of Sons of Anarchy. He was in the first season of that as one of the characters. They wouldn't pay him what he felt he was worth, and he said, instead of being an actor, I'm going to just produce my own stuff. And he did a darn good job.
And then he's secretly making himself more money by just writing himself into the show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not the only one that does that, though. Mel Brooks. He puts himself in the movies all the time. Or he did. So who else would do it all the time? They'll sneak themselves in. Stan Lee. He didn't necessarily write himself in, but before his death, and even after his death, they found ways to put him in for a quick cameo, and that was really nothing more than for the nerds to go, "Oh, Stan Lee!"
Yeah, it was just a quick clip, just for, like you said, us nerds to point and be like, "Was that who I think it was?"
Exactly.
It's like, yes, it was.
Exactly.
All right, I do think we should probably wrap it up here because I do have some. I had a household chore to do when I was done with this stream because I'm not allowed to sleep anymore. For those of you who know, you know. For those of you who don't know, continue not knowing.
That's all I'm going to say. Too. But it'd be you got booze.
I've got. Yeah, I got that on Wednesday. Other than that, I literally have nothing.
Okay. And of course, I got Trivia Tuesday tomorrow night and Thursday night stream. And I'm already finding some things I might cover. I mean, I thought initially I might do an expose on Muxter because Muxter's mad that the only expose that has ever been done on him was done by Terrence Beware. So I thought, well, I'll do you a solid and I'll do an expose of you. But then Terrence Beware releases a video last night, and I figure, you know what? I watched like 5 minutes of it, and I'm like, yeah, we got to talk about stupidity again. Apparently, he's asking the question: is the coroner's report enough? I'm like, well, and the gist is,
how many of these people that we talk to on the internet are doctors? Who are they to argue with a doctor?
Exactly, and that's kind of where I'm getting ready. That will be the angle I'm going with. But when it's the difference, when
wait
you're
a
not
minute,
when there's
you
no
didn't graduate
evidence,
high school.
Yeah,
please argue with the doctor.
Yeah, let's not argue with the doctor. Let's not argue with people that's familiar with what actual forensics is and that kind of thing. some random assholes. I mean, let's face it, K Farr, most YouTubers are assholes, including us. Does not know everything, and at the end of the day, I'm going to take the report from a coroner over some dude that insists he finished an internship somewhere in Mississippi and made 96 on the bar exam, but never could prove, but does not work as a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm over that whole side of like YouTube, because it's just like you see evidence and it doesn't fit your narrative. So instead of just accepting it and saying, my bad, you have to make up this whole narrative that everyone's in on everything. And it's all out to get you, somebody who doesn't have anything to do with anything. And it's like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's kind of like you're beating yourself up, trying to point out the stupidity. And it seems like the few people that actually pay attention to these guys are even dumber than they are.
Yeah, and I heard they smell like garbage as well.
I heard that too. Anyways, but we'll probably cover that. And who knows? Maybe I'll get Muckster to come up and we might do an expose on Muckster, maybe a little bit of roasting as well. Swag. Really? How about Josh Newsom, since he insists that's his name now?
Wait,
that's
who that? What?
Oh yeah, you didn't? Did you watch the reenactment video from him?
Yeah.
He insists he's Josh Newsom, and it's like,
how many personalities does this fucking Smeagol-looking motherfucker have?
I've said it numerous times, loudly, and to his face. Well, metaphorically speaking. If you want us to believe that you have an identical twin brother that looks just like you, easy enough. Both of you go on the same camera at the same time. Easy.
Well, why should they have to prove anything? Why should they have to answer your questions?
Because it's...
but then they want you to answer every question they've ever asked, regardless of how stupid it is.
You're right, exactly. Exactly, and it's one of those things like, well, you're the one who insists that this person that made dumb comments is not you, so prove it.
I'll be waiting for him to prove it for the next 140 years that I'm alive.
Yeah, it's not going to ever happen because he could have put a mask on Matt Reardon and said that that's his twin brother, and no one will.
Yeah, could have just said, "I'm TB and TB's brother."
Like, it's not that hard.
No, not that hard. I think there's some of us who just hope that he's just lying about the identical twin brother, because imagine if there's really, truly two of them.
Yeah, I don't think his states. Never mind, I can't say that. That's mean.
Oh yeah, Speakle. Another nerd reference there. Yeah. Oh, you did? Did you see what happened? Was it Saturday night? Yeah, I was reviewing his live stream from Friday. About 10 minutes into the live stream, he took it down, thinking he did something really good that he going to make me upset. I'm like, that's okay. Put the recording of the live stream up and continue playing.
Well, that's what you got to do at this point. These people are trying to hide everything, and it's so telling.
It was not him trying to hide that. It was him trying. He got word that I was playing that video. I know he did. Someone had to tell him. I mean, hell, Ross was probably sitting there texting him, going, "Doc's playing your video and reviewing it right now. Watch this. I'm going to take it down."
Yeah, watch this. I'll get him. I'll show him. How dare he correct me?
And it's like, dude, you know, you go live, we're going to record, and we're going to play it. We'll give you the courtesy of reviewing it from YouTube, but if you take it down in the middle of it, we just pull up the recording and keep going. I think that's fair, right? My 2 cents worth, at least.
That seems fair to me.
Yeah. See, we were trying to give you watch hours and views, but hey, you didn't want that. All right.
No, he would just rather complain about it and make AI music.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Phil, you're absolutely right. So, yeah, guys, so why don't we go ahead and wrap it up? This was fun. I've enjoyed this. I'm glad that I got an opportunity every week to nerd out. K Farr, you want to say your signature goodbye?
Yeah, all I got is bye.
Bye. And I got, until next time, take care of yourselves. Good night, everybody.
Well, the night's grown quiet, the story's all told. The fire's burning down to embers and gold. Your glass is near empty, your laughter still rings from the jokes and the truth and the wild little things. We sang for the fighters, we laughed at the fools. We bend just a bit, but we don't break the rules. From tall tales to truths that cut clean to the bone. You were never quite here, but never alone. So raise up your glass, let the good times stay close to the friends that you made and the ones you need most. When the lights all go dim and the last cause in sight, we'll be waiting right here for another good night. Now Doc's told his stories, the truth's had its say, and the world can go spin just a little its way. From madness to meaning, from chaos to cheer, there's always a seed and a story right here. So wherever you wander, wherever you roam, may you find a good fire and call it your home. And remember these words as you walk out the door. Until next time, take care of yourself. So raise up your glass, don't be facing the night with a heart that's too heavy or dimming your light. 'Cause the stories ain't over, they're just getting rest, and the next one might just be the bar. Off with you now! Don't be strangers! We'll keep the fire warm! So raise up your glass, let the good times stay close to the friends that you made and the ones you need most. When the lights all go dim and the last cause in sight, we'll be waiting right here for another night.
Did anybody get any tips tonight? Nope. Swag left me his phone number. Still wasn't a tip. Tim didn't leave me a tip either.
Ladies, we're AI.
Nobody tips AI.